President Trump ran back to a room full of fundamentalist evangelical Christians this week, and you're about to see a statement that could have been made by the likes of Pat Robertson, but instead it came out of the President of the United States' mouth.
Now, we have great support, but we have tremendous views, and so much of it is dishonest on the other side, but we're plowing through it. And I really do believe we have God on our side. I believe that. We're protecting, or there would have been no way we could have won, right? People said, how do you win? You don't have the media. You have so many things against you, and we win. So there has to be something.
All right, so first of all, that's the justification for so many wrongdoings and crimes. Like, I think we have God on our side, so it's okay. Okay, well, you and the leader of the Taliban have quite a bit in common now, don't you? Like, that's what that is. That's the religious justification. It rationalizes some of the worst evils. Now, the other thing is, and this to me is more important, do you think he actually believes it? Because I don't know. My gut reaction is to say, no, he doesn't believe it. He's just playing politics to shore up his religious base because he needs them coming into 2020. That's the direction I lean in. Like, no, he doesn't believe it. But on the other hand, somebody who is seriously, deeply, deeply narcissistic and has a God complex, it's certainly possible he's convinced himself, like, no, seriously, yeah, God loves me and God's on my side. Because he really does think, like, you know, he's God's gift to this earth. He really believes that. So why wouldn't he maybe believe that in a literal way? Like, no, seriously, yeah, I have God on my side. So I don't know. You guys tell me. Is he just pandering, and does he not believe it, or does he actually believe it? I guess ultimately I'm agnostic. The other thing is the optics of saying this the day after you vaporized a foreign general with a machine of death. Like, you just killed a top Iranian general. They claim, oh, it was imminently going to attack us. That's utter nonsense. Utter nonsense. He's not a threat. ISIS is a threat. Al-Qaeda, jihadists. This guy's a Shia leader. It's utter nonsense to say that. So, and he also just defeated ISIS and was on a peace mission when he was killed by Trump. So you kill a top Iranian general, and then the next day you're like, oh, God's on our side. Really great optics there. I mean, it really does, like, any objective person looking at that would be like, oh, so you're the terrorist. That's what they would say. And also, just think of how insane it is that this is happening in 2020, man. I mean, wouldn't you have guessed that we'd be past this by now? All this religious silliness, like the fundamentalism stuff. And that, make no mistake, he's in a room with these fundamentalists at this event. So I would hope that at this late date we'd be past this. But no, this is still used as like a justification. And also at the same event, he said he was pro-life, by the way. He said he was pro-life the day after he vaporized a foreign general. So that little nugget there shows how much the entire Trump presidency makes sense.